I'm not sure if you're aware of this or not, but Ted Sarandos, the CEO of Netflix, saved Hollywood. Did you say thank you to him yet? Thanks a million, Ted. You're the best. In a recent sit-down interview with Time magazine, Ted was asked by a reporter, hey, did you guys destroy Hollywood or what? He candidly replied, no.
No, we're saving Hollywood.
You're saving Hollywood.
And since I have absolutely nothing better going on in my life, I'm going to talk about this for a little bit, and maybe I could get your thoughts in the comments. Let's begin. Here's a couple crazy numbers for you, fam. In 2024, the entire Hollywood box office revenue pulled in around $32.2 billion. That was a 3% decrease from the Richard Pryor year. Here's the wild number. Netflix on its own grossed $39 billion. That streaming service made more than the entirety of Hollywood's box office. And they went up an additional $5.5 billion from the year before. So Hollywood box office dipping down, Netflix climbing up. Ted says the reason for this is simple. A lot of people can't even find a theater by them. They can't walk to their local Cineplex, but you know what they can do? Trek their fat ass to the living room sofa, put on the TV, watch a little Netflix there. And oh, new movie's out, great. Sure hope it's good. It's not. But there's still hope, right? Netflix does own a couple theaters themselves, but it's not because they give a crap about the theaters. No, they want to get some of their movies into the award ceremonies, and in order to do that, there are a couple of rules that say your film must be featured in theaters for a day or two. And that's why we saw that cinematic masterpiece, Emilia Perez, up for a couple of awards recently at the Golden Globes and the Oscars. Man to woman, woman to man, penis to vagina. God, it's perfect! Old Tedster said the idea of making a movie for a big screen for audiences to go see and plop down their hard-earned cash is outdated, it's antiquated, it's silly, it's unnecessary. Watch it at home. Watch it on your phone, on the subway, going to work at max volume so that everyone else in the area can get pissed off at you, but no one will say anything because we're living in a society of pussies. He then has the gall to say that, hey, the decline in theater sales doesn't bother me. You know what would bother me? If we stopped making quality films. This is from the same jackass company that recently revealed they're making movies dumber so that people can listen to them in the background. Characters in their films will essentially narrate everything they're doing so that mom can stay in the other room working on the quiche and not feel like she's missed a step. Can't say I'm huge on the old Tedster's mindset, but he does have some points. It's clear there has been a shift in how people engage with media. Because of phones, because of stupid YouTubers like myself, because of all the different commentaries you can find, it's not even necessary to go watch a lot of these movies anymore, especially when you feel like you're just flushing your money down the toilet for another been there, done that affair. Hell, I see comments every single day by people that go, I have no interest in this movie. I'm just here to listen to you shit on it or hear what you have to say in general about it. I was thinking of going, I probably will just stream it. I'm just here to see if you think it's worth streaming. I have people that admit they haven't gone to a movie since 2015, yet they're watching movie channels because there's still that fascination. And I guess to an extent, I'm kind of that way when it comes to video games. I don't have a lot of time to play all the modern stuff that comes out. I spend most of it just on Fortnite here and there because I'm just basic and only have so many minutes in my precious day. So picking up the brand new $60 or $70 or I guess $80 if you're Nintendo game, not really in the cards for me, but I'll still dip my toe into the YouTube review pool or hear an angry rant about why this is happening or what's going on with this video game because I just have that fascination still. But to say the mindset of wanting your movie in a theater is outdated is just insulting. And obviously he's gonna say that. His entire empire revolves around people watching at home. Oftentimes you'll see critics and people online bitching about how there's nothing original coming out anymore, which is just silly. There's original content coming to theaters almost on a weekly basis. It's just no one's going to them because they're not being marketed. No one's yelling out chicken jockey at the woman in the yard. A Barbenheimer double feature is unheard of. That's a trend that doesn't happen very often. to get people to go to not just one movie, but two polar opposite films. Megan 2.0 has a marketing ploy where they're desperately asking people to be on their phones for certain theatrical releases of this film, so you can engage with the movie better using an app. Kill me. I have ranted about how downhill the theater experience has gone over the years. There are definitely movie theaters better than others, though, that have figured it out, how to maintain audience quality, how to retain the magic of their buildings. But a lot of them are dilapidated, they're run down, there's one or two people working for a giant megaplex. It's just not gonna work. But you know what else doesn't work? Watching a new Avatar film straight to streaming. And I don't even like Avatar, but it is an experience that has to be seen on a giant ass screen with a full audience immersed with 3D technology. You will not get that on Netflix. And I do think, and this is where Ted and I are definitely going to disagree, that streaming services have devalued cinema as a whole. It's not like we didn't have movies on TV when I was younger. I saw Shawshank Redemption like every freaking week. It was always on repeat. And I always watched it. It's so good. But you would have commercials. They would censor stuff. You still didn't get the full experience unless you bought the movie or you saw it on the big screen. And you also didn't even get to see that movie for like 6 months or a year after it hit. Now theaters are trying desperately to get studios to put a 45-day window release exclusively into the theaters, because otherwise a lot of folks are just gonna rent them on demand. We saw what happened after COVID hit with Warner Brothers. They thought in their infinite wisdom, the best way to push their app is to release Mortal Kombat, Godzilla v Kong, Wonder Woman 84, The Suicide Squad, basically their entire catalog for the year, day in, day, in theaters and on their stupid app. And they wonder why almost every one of those movies flopped financially. And man, did it set a bad precedent for people. Back in my day, we had a little thing called midnight showings. The 12:01 first to market experience. Waiting in line for 6 grueling hours to watch a shitty Star Wars movie was magic, baby. I remember waiting in line to see Spider-Man opening night. Much like the chicken jockey thing, to a much less rude and obnoxious degree, it was a viral moment. A personal one, but still a moment. And oftentimes, the wait in the line with buddies was better than the movie ended up being anyways. And I think these are going to be the types of things that Hollywood tries to do more of. They want to get those viral moments because they know that's one way that they can up the streaming services. But if you're that brand new IP and you filmed your movie for a few $1 million hoping to recoup that cost, you might have a hard time now. Perception has changed. Family dollars have dwindled. The priority is no longer about getting to the theater every week for bragging rights, to be the first one to see the big new movie with Tom Cruise. Those days are long gone, but that doesn't mean the movie theaters need to be. And having executives come out with their pompous prick-ass attitude saying that they're outdated, they're unnecessary now, it's frankly fucking insulting. Hollywood's in an awkward, angsty teenager phase in life, unsure of the kind of man he's gonna grow into, but they will figure it out. And the best way they can do that is to challenge these streaming services by making the best movies they can and by not throwing in the towel. Because if theaters die, do you think these Netflix films, these Amazon Prime movies are gonna get better? I think we know. All right, well, there you have my little rant on the Tedster. I don't agree with them, but, he obviously makes some points that there is some concern for sure. If we keep seeing those numbers dip year over year, we might be in trouble. And my annoyance with rude moviegoers might come to an end. What a sad state of affairs that would be. All right, if you liked the video, please like the video. Hit subscribe and the notification bell. That way you'll see more of me in the future, and I would appreciate it. Hopefully, I see you next time. Take care. Thanks again for watching the video. If you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate it if you checked out patreon.com/AdamDoesMovies. That's where fans of my channel go to help support it. There are different tiers with different offerings, exclusives every month. We got multiple movie reviews. There's a vlog monthly. And even if you don't want to plop down $1 a month, you can just sign up for Patreon for free and become a member at no charge. Appreciate your time. Thanks.